Yo, what is up, guys? It's Charles. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning from previous videos, I really appreciate the continued support. Now, today's gonna be different, and that's okay. I told you all in the beginning that I would do other things besides just story times, and today's the day that I do something different for the first time. And what is it, you ask? Well, in case you did not read the title, I'm gonna be doing some sports talk, specifically me sports talk. And you might be thinking, what does that mean? Well, we're gonna be doing some theorizing. I don't know what the hell that means, but let's just say a hypothesis, a theory, a strategy. How I could play quarterback position for the 49ers and win a game. Where did I get this from? That sounds crazy, man. Like do you play football? I don't. No, I don't play football. You know, obviously I know how to throw a football. You know, that's a start. You know, I've played catch in my days and whatnot, but no experience. No high school, no college, nothing. No, obviously no NFL. You know, imagine that. Imagine if I was in the NFL. It couldn't be me. But today we're gonna act like I'm going to be in the NFL. You know, the 49ers. You might be thinking, you know, why that team? You know, where are you getting that from? You know, if you wanna win a game, why don't you pick the Chiefs or the Eagles, you know, Super Bowl teams? And let me tell you something. Those two teams do not line up for what I would potentially need to be a good quarterback. I really don't think they do. Surprisingly enough, you know. Look at the Eagles. They rely solely on Jalen Hurts as a quarterback, and you know, the Chiefs, I just have not seen enough of them not using Patrick Mahomes, first off, and second off, you know, their defense. I don't see it working out. I really don't. But the 49ers, man, the 49ers, just look at it. Look at Brock Purdy. Look at what he did. He nearly made it to the Super Bowl. And what did he win? Like 10, 12 games? Like Mr. Irrelevant, you know, 7th round, 262? You know, like come on. Like, you know. And we're talking me. We're taking it slow. We're thinking one game here. One game. That's it. That's all we're talking about right now. Just one game. And, you know, before I hear about it, oh, why aren't you doing the Dolphins? You know, you're clearly a Dolphins fan. You know, if you want to play for the 49ers, where's your 49ers skater? Okay, well, yes, no, I'm not a 49ers fan. I'm well aware of that, and that's okay. That's not why I'm choosing this team. I just explained why I'm choosing that team, and why I'm not choosing the Dolphins. Well, if it's not Tua, you ain't winning. It's as simple as that. And the other thing is, you know, again, defense, offensive line. Like, there's no way I'm going to manage a game with that. As much as I love this team, it's not happening. It is not happening. But with all that out the way, let's get into the strategy. Now, the first and most important piece of this strategy, running game. Running game, people. Christian McCaffrey. One of, if not the best, running back in the league. He's there on the 49ers for me. What do I got to do there? Got to hand him the ball and let him go. Come on, man. That man can go. That man can break tackles like anything. You know, if I strategically use, Christian McCaffrey, then I could get easily 2 touchdowns from him in the game. Easily. If I use him properly, easily 2 touchdowns right there. And he is my most useful weapon as an inexperienced quarterback. Now, I can't just use Christian McCaffrey the entire game, can I? No. That would not be good. They would pick up on that. They would start covering him and only him and whatnot. It wouldn't be good. So, other weapons on the team. The receiver core is pretty good. It is pretty good on the 49ers, And I can throw a football. I can. Maybe I can't do a nutty 60-yard bomb like some of these, top-of-the-line quarterbacks, but I could move the ball, I could move the ball. And, when you're looking at the wide receivers, Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, and tight end George Kittle, all solid, all great players. They're elite in a way. They are some of the best in the league, and even when you watch Brock Purdy throw to them, they're pretty good. They're pretty good at getting open. I could easily get a couple other touchdowns, from them too, on top of my top weapon, Christian McCaffrey. I can use all of these guys too, and there's no shortage of offensive weapons on this team. It is really stacked again. It is really stacked with me to be able to move the ball either by running it or throwing it. And the last part of offense, the offensive line, I think they're a pretty good offensive line. When you're especially inexperienced, you need very good protection. I really think that I could be very much protected by the 49ers offensive line. I do. They look a lot better than a bunch of other offensive lines out there in the league. Like mine, but that's not the point. The point is these guys could really do a good job of protecting me, and I think I'd feel pretty secure being out there. And besides that, the last part, defense. One of the best defenses in the league by far. That's great. That is really good. You need a defense that can stop points, that can stop the team, get them off the field, whatever you want to say, This defense is crazy, One of the best, if not the best in the league. You need that. You really do. And I think it really helped Brock Purdy out there, to win games, The defense, their defense, they stopped a hot Dolphins team, in a crazy matchup, and I was annoying to watch, but damn, that was Brock Purdy's debut. He beat us in the debut. That was crazy, and he played good offense. He used his weapons, and the defense stepped up. They got 2 interceptions from Tua, I think. And they're good. They're good at that. They're good at picking up interceptions. And if the team could throw a couple interceptions during my game, get me back on the field, prevent some points, that would be really helpful. And yeah, and then of course there's the kicker, but I don't think there's much that needs to be said there. I don't even remember the name off the top of my head, but I think he's pretty good. He doesn't seem to be missing a lot, and that's important too. If we get short of a touchdown, we need a field goal, put some extra points on the board, and the extra point, all that adds up in the end. So I don't think I'd have to worry too much about the kicker either. But Other than that, I don't really see much that I do have to worry about with this team if I were to be the quarterback. And though, like, yeah, I've never played really, but if I practiced, got to know the team and then whatnot, I think that it would work out. And now, despite all of that, I don't think I can beat every team in the league. I don't. I really don't. And I'm okay with that. I'm inexperienced. I'm not a star. I'm just an average guy, and this is a lot of this is fun. It's fun to think about, but you also got to be realistic. I think I think I could win a game with them against some teams, and teams that I'm thinking about primarily are the bad teams, the teams that are unsuccessful. Look at the Texans, or the Bears, Broncos, Cardinals, Rams, all those teams that only won 3, 4, 5 games. They're dysfunctional teams. They're not good teams. They have bad defense. They have bad offense. They have bad coaching, and they can't win games. And yeah, sure, I'm the quarterback and I'm inexperienced, but everybody else on the team is, and this is a team sport. And as long as I do what I have to do, yeah, I think I could play good offense with these guys. I really do. And besides those really weak teams, there's other teams that are fairly weak too that I think I could beat. Like the Jets. For example, imagine if they had Zach Wilson out there right now and whatnot, and I came in the 49ers and played the Jets. I think I'd have a good chance of winning. And even the Dolphins. Now if Tua's out there, I don't know. I don't think I can win unless he's having a really bad game. I don't think I can win. But you put out Bridgewater, Thompson out there on the Dolphins. That just decimates the offense practically. In the playoffs, Thompson had a decent game up against the Bills. That was a little bit crazy, but overall, like they're not good with those guys. And if those guys were out there and they put me on the field again with the 49ers, I still think there'd be a chance of winning. And with that, there is a team that I surprisingly don't think I would be able to beat. That is not a good team, and that's the Raiders. Now, I could be wrong, but obviously Derek Carr's gone, but Jarrett Stidham, the quarterback, the backup, that they actually put this guy out against the 49ers, and he won, or he won. What am I saying? They won. The 49ers won that game, but it was very close. They won in overtime from a field goal. The game was nearly tied the whole time. And that was his debut, too. Jarrett Stidham's debut was in this game. And, even with, what all the Raiders' dysfunctions, somehow, some way, they still nearly beat the Niners. And if I was out there, I don't know. Maybe it might have they might have actually been able to win. But yet again, if you look at Jarrett Stidham's second game, he had a tough time against the Chiefs. So maybe if we played him on that day, I could have won. But a lot goes into it, and it's really a toss-up. There's never a guarantee that you're going to win or lose. But overall, I think that I have a good probability against a lot of these teams to win. I do, and I think any guy who has some athleticism, a young guy, and knows how to throw a football, I think that they have a shot of doing something with the 49ers, unless we're talking about being up against teams like the Chiefs, the Eagles, of course, and other pretty good teams, Bills, Bengals, whatnot. I don't think I have much of a shot against those teams because they're good. They're stacked, and the quarterbacks are obviously much more talented than I am, even with having all the weapons that I would have. But yeah, I know this has been a lot of talking, a lot of strategic work, but I think this is interesting. That I think that this is a really interesting thing to sit down and think about, and maybe this has inspired you guys to think about maybe you guys leading the 49ers as a quarterback. I don't know, but all I gotta say, 49ers guys, if you want to try this, if you want to sign me to be a super backup, fourth string quarterback, we got Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo, Brock Purdy, all out. Let's say, and you guys wanna try this. You guys wanna see me in action. You wanna see my words in action. Let's do it. Let's do it, guys. I'm down. Hit me up. Like, come on, John York. Come on, Kyle Shanahan. Anyway, guys, that wraps it up. Maybe I could win on the 49ers. Maybe I couldn't. I think I got a shot, but, we'll never know unless we see. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. This was different. I also haven't been around recently, really busy, but I want to make a couple videos, in the next couple of days to make up for that. And, just going to keep on going, keep on pumping out content, more story times, maybe I'll do another crazy sports video, some reactions down the line. We don't know. We'll see where it goes. But, if you enjoyed, consider subscribing, drop a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Can I lead the 49ers as a quarterback? Or do I have no shot? 49ers fans, if you're a 49ers fan watching, do you trust me to lead your team at the quarterback position? Let me know. But with that being said, I hope you all have a great day. And keep being a quarterback. I don't know. Have a great day, y'all.